Gas prices are expected to fall on April 1st. And no, that is not an April Fool's joke. It is actually the result of the consumer carbon tax ending. CTV's Daniel Halmarson is standing by live in studio tonight to explain. So Daniel, how much less are drivers going to pay?
How does 18.5 cents less per liter sound, Marilee? Pretty good, right?
Good, pretty good.
Yeah, but don't get too excited. Pump the brakes there. One expert says he thinks the relief at the pumps is going to be short-lived.
We will be eliminating the Canada fuel charge, the consumer fuel charge, immediately.
That pledge Friday from Prime Minister Mark Carney is music to some Manitobans' ears.
It's really a big relief for small businesses and families that are struggling to make ends meet. That's a really good news.
Barako Molimbwa says he pays about $150 a week to fuel up his work trucks.
We have two fleet vehicles for the company, and we go through a lot of gas every week.
So any drop in prices at the pump is a blessing for the cleaning company owner.
We have to go from site to site on projects. So if gases go high, it limits us from where we can go and what we can do.
The federal consumer carbon tax was a push from the Trudeau government to get Canadians to use less fossil fuels. But Carney says he's scrapping the tax by April 1st. That means Manitobans will be paying about 18.5 cents less per liter.
Anybody who thinks this is a gift, it's not. It's short-term gain for long-term pain.
Dan McTagg of Canadians for Affordable Energy says that's because the industrial carbon tax, a levy on big polluters, is still kicking around.
It means that refiners, manufacturers, business will have to absorb the cost and promptly pass it on to consumers.
McTagg says motorists could see prices climb back up around April 30th, but that hike hinges on a looming federal election.
Well, it really does depend on who forms the government. The reality is that the two policies are extraordinarily different and will have different consequences for consumers.
Barako Molimbwa says he just hopes there's some relief at the pumps for his business and family.
Any relief is better, but we wish it would be long-term than just a short-lived lower in gas prices.
Now, another jump at the pump is on its way too. That's because producers shift from winters to summer blend fuels that simply cost more to make.
What about those carbon tax rebate checks, Daniel? Are those scrapped too?
Now, Marilee, Prime Minister Carney says eligible Canadians will see one more check in mid to late April. For the average family of four here in Winnipeg, that's about $300 in the bank.